Mark 1:35. And my point for this is the early bird gets the worm. The early bird gets the worm. I know many of y'all have probably heard this saying, the early bird gets the worm, which means, hey, if you're up before the crack of dawn, you can probably get a lot more done in a day than those who are getting up at noon, right? And so here Mark 1:35 really kind of explains what the early bird gets the worm and what are some of the benefits of that. So Mark 1:35 says, and rising very early in the morning, while it was still dark, Jesus departed and went out to a desolate place, and there he prayed. Right? I'll read it again, just for your hearing and to let it really soak in. And rising very early in the morning, while it was still dark, Jesus departed and went out to a desolate place, and there he prayed. Jesus not only rose up early, but he departed and he went to a place of desolation. All three of these words are words of positioning yourself. He rose up, he departed, and he went. I mean, for some of us, there are some situations that we're in that we just really have to not just spiritually rise to the occasion, but we have to physically rise up out of something. Have you ever been around a cloud of mess? And what I mean by cloud of mess is that you've been around some people who have been really messy, right? They've had a lot of crazy stuff to say about you maybe and about other people, and then you just was like, man, I just can't take this anymore. And so your resolve is, hey, let me get up, rise up, and get out of this place, right? So that I can clear my head, clear my mind, clear the negativity, because there are some people that just really thrive on negativity, but it's all in your position. It's all in how you resolve the situation, where you're saying, hey, I don't really want to be around this. There's some other things that are much more important than me just hearing what they have to say about the next person. So check this out. Jesus, he rose up. Many of us need to rise up out of some situations, right? And then he departed. He left from that place, right? He left that place. It says that he departed and he went. And when he went to a place of desolation, an isolated place, y'all, without the proper necessities of life. So sometimes it's not all about going to a place where we can be comfortable. Sometimes we leave and we have to go to a place where we can't access those things to make us comfortable and make us at ease. We have to go to a place where we can really just focus on the things at hand. And what I mean, the things at hand is focus on what you're really trying to get from God at that moment. See, because some of us, we're trying to pray in a place where it's crowded and there's so many things going on and there's so much noise and so much chatter. But I challenge you to rise up out of a place where there's a lot of confusion and chaos and find yourself in a place where God can really move on the inside of you. It's called positioning yourself for power. Come on, y'all. Positioning yourself for power. And so how do we do that? Just what Jesus did. We should imitate the same energy, the same attitude that Jesus had, right? He says he understood that there was something on the rise. He understood that there was something getting ready to happen. He understood that there was something that he was going to have to undergo. And so he positioned himself in a way to where he could really receive some solitude and some answers from God, right? This is running parallel with our topic last week, prayer, because in order to really get something, we have to position ourselves. We have to find ourselves in a posture where we can really have some open dialogue with the Savior. Man, let me tell you something. when I got here tonight, this is a testimony of my own, and I love to share these because I want to encourage somebody out there. A testimony of my own. When I got here tonight to get ready and set up for this, that I almost felt disconnected with God. Not that I don't have a relationship with God, but these things happen sometimes. We can all agree and attest to having blank moments in our relationship with God, right? And so I said, right away, I positioned myself, right? I began to pray. And I know for me, I like to walk around when I pray. And so what I did was I stood up and I walked around the zone and I began to pray to God. I rose up, man. I mean, just what I just talked about. I rose up, I departed from this area here, and I began to walk around and begin to pray to God, asking God to touch my mind, to really move on the inside of me, to grant me deliverance, to grant me freedom, to grant me clarity, to grant me wisdom. And I challenge y'all tonight, man, wherever you are right now, you might need to just get up. You might need to get up and just walk around and say, hey, God, whatever it is, I need you to do it, because right now I don't understand it, but I'm coming to you because I know that you're all-knowing and you're all-powerful, you're all-seeing, and you could do exactly what I need right now. Man, come on, y'all. I mean, if you could just type in and say challenge accepted, because that's my challenge to y'all right now. Challenge accepted. Say, man, I'm walking right now. I'm telling God, hey, I need you, right? Position yourself right now, because God is getting ready to take us on this spiritual roller coaster to where, man, no man can take you down. No woman can take you down. There's no thing that can take you down, because you are tapping into the power of God by positioning yourself to where he can do some great, insurmountable things in your life. Man, yes. Let's do it. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. This is your moment. I don't know. Somebody probably been waiting for something like this to happen. You probably been waiting for a word of encouragement. This is that moment. This is that moment that you've been waiting for. And God is waiting for you to position yourself for him to do something right now. Man, watch him do it. I feel the Spirit of God right now. I know that he's doing something for y'all. I know he's doing it. The early bird gets the worm. You got to get at it. And it doesn't matter what's around you, who's saying what to you. You got to get at it right now, because he's getting ready to reign over your life in a way that you haven't even expected, a way that you haven't even known.